Greetings fellow viewers and welcome back to Magic Duels. It's Black Friday and since we've been having sales all day on pretty much anything, I went ahead and might as well get a discount. It was a pretty decent discount on some coins in Magic Duels. And with those said coins, we're going to purchase some booster packs for Magic Duels. At the moment, Magic Duels Origins booster packs are 100 coins for one booster pack. Everything else, however, is 150. Right, so first things first, we're going to start things off with Kaladesh. Is that showing how much we get is if we buy these things? Wow, that's a bit of a spoiler. Alright, let's do it. Times 32 packs. Pretty much a booster box, isn't it? Here we go, 4,800 coins. Alright then, let's open these booster packs. Here we go, first up. Not going to go through the commons, just going to go straight to the rares, and any noticeable commons, uncommons I'll mention. We get Syndicate Trafficker. On to the next one. Nothing noticeable there. Lathanu Helion is our rare. No, Dynavolt Towers are there. Moving on to the next one. Restoration Gearsmith is nice. Skywell's shot is nice. And we get Bomat Career. To the next one. Might as well go through the uncommons. We get a Filigree Familiar. Aboreback Stomper. And the Parlor Pilot Exemplar. Can build those vehicles decks. Alright, we get a Fretwork Colony, Council Shield Guard, and Kambal Council of Allocation. He's a drainy type creature. Alright, we get Cloud Blazer, Fairgrounds Trumpeter, and Captured by the Consulate, where Pia gets captured. Ooh, we get Creeping Mode, Underhanded Designs, and we get a Nissa, Vital Force, our first Planeswalker of these packs. She's a 5 mana for 5 loyalty. +1 untap target land you control until your next turn. It becomes a 5/5 elemental creature with haste. It's still a land. -3, return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. -6, it's her ultimate. You get an emblem with whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you may draw a card. Not one of the best, but still a decent card draw. Alright, we get another Cloud Blazer, Glimmer of Genius, which is pretty good, and a Ovia Pashari Sage Lifecrafter is that rare. You get another Creeping Mode, another Skywhaler Shot, and a Scrap Heap Scrounger is that rare. Like these booster packs contain a bit more than they do. You get Whirl of Virtuoso, that's pretty nice. Although I believe we already got them in the Duels starter box. Aether Meltdown and Aether Squall Ancient, which is also pretty good. Veteran Motors for those vehicle decks. Era of Innovation, and ooh, nice, a Smuggler's Copter. One of the top vehicle cars at the moment. So it's a crew 1 with a full 3/3 and a loot mechanic. So we get a Durable Handicraft, Essence Extraction, pretty good. And another Depala Pilot Exemplar. Get an Armorcraft Judge, Fairgrounds Trumpeter, and another Scrap Heap Scrounger. Hopefully once you've hit the 4 play limit, woohoo, you don't get any more. We get a Contraband Kingpin, Speedway Fanatic, and we get a Mythic, another Planeswalker, Shahili Rai. She's a one generic blue and red for 3 loyalty, +1 is Scry. 1 Shahili Rai deals 1 damage to each opponent. -2, create a token that's a copy of a target artifact or creature you control, except it's an artifact in addition to its other types. That token gains haste exile at the beginning of the next end step, good for artifacts decks. And then finally her ultimate, search your library for up to 3 artifact cards with different names, put them onto the battlefield and shuffle your library. That's a pretty damn good ultimate, especially for those artifact decks. Okay, we get a Hazardous Conditions, Inventor's Apprentice. Oh, and another Smuggler's Copter, that's always nice. Flying, there's your loot mechanic, which is basically draw a card and discard a card whenever it attacks or blocks. 16 more to go. Demolition Stomper, Trusty Companion, and Marionette Master. Fabricate 3 whenever an artifact you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield. Target opponent loses life equal to Marionette Master's power. Pretty dull one for a rare, 6 mana. Glimmer of Genius, Trusty Companion, and an Insidious Will. She's a pretty good card. Choose 1 counter target spell, or you may choose new targets for target spell, or copy target instant or social spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Wisp Weaver Angel, Blink Effect, Refurbish, and another captured by the Consulate. Alright, we get an Oval Chase Dragster, Visionary Augmenter, and our rare is Confiscation Coup. Choose target artifact or creature, you get 4 energy, then you may pay an amount of any energy equal to that permanent's converted mana cost. If you do, gain control of it. The Arborback Stomper, Harness Lightning, pretty good red removal. And Shahili's Artistry, choose 1 or both for 6 mana. Create a target that's a copy of target artifact. Create a token that's a copy of target creature, except it's an artifact in addition to its other types. Get an Unlicensed Disintegration, pretty nice. Brazen Scourge, and a Metalwork Colossus, which is pretty good. Well, it's alright. It costs X less to cast, where X is the total converted mana cost of non-creature artifacts you control. Sacrifice 2 artifacts, return Metal Colossus from your graveyard to your hand. Sacrifice those fabricated servos and you get your Metalwork Colossus back. We get an Overchase Daredevil, Trusty Companion, and an Electrostatic Pummeler. When Electrostatic Pummeler enters the battlefield, you get 3 energy. Pay 3 energy. Electrostatic Pummeler gets +X until the end of turn, where X is its power. So basically you want to be pouring your energy into this creature alone in order to give it double its power every time, pretty much. So with 9 boosters left, what are we looking for? Obviously Sky Sovereign. So we haven't got a single one of them yet. We've got Hazardous Conditions, Start Your Engines, which is pretty good for those vehicle decks, and Eliminate the Competition, pretty good removal spell. As an additional cost to cast Eliminate the Competition, sacrifice X creatures, destroy X target creatures. So you sacrifice your servos and just get rid of everything on the opponent's side of the field. We've got Whirl of Virtuoso, another one, Minister of Inquiries, and Pianella. Once you enter the battlefield, create a 1/1 colourless Doctor artifact creature token with flying. Target artifact creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Sacrifice artifact, target creature can't block this turn. That's for 1 generic, and that's and the other one's 1 and 1 red. 7 more to go. Another unlicensed disintegration, another overchased daredevil, and the territorial Gorger trample. Whenever you get 1 or more energy counters, territorial Gorger gets +2/+2 until the end of turn. Got that as one of my promos. Blossom in defense, gear shift ace, and the cultivator blades. Fabricate 2. Whenever Cultivator Blades attacks, you may have other attacking creatures get +X until end of turn, where X is Cultivator Blades power. So here we go, we got 5 more left. Snare Doctor, Speedway Fanatic, and Architects of the Untamed. Whenever land enters the battlefield under your control, you get an energy counter. Pay 8 energy, create a 6/6 colourless beast artifact creature token. 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh wow, really? We get another Restoration Gearsmith, Diabolic Shooter. I love that art. That art's amazing. Search your library for a card and put that card into your library, then shuffle your library. And another Cultivator Blades. 3 more. Hope we get 1 Sky Sovereign at least. Another Hazardous Conditions, another Aether Meltdown, and another Kambal Console of Allocation. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, that player loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Perfect for those Fevered Visions decks. Longfin Sky Whale, Era of Innovation, and another Pianalar. Alright, here we go. Last booster! Underhanded Designs, Council Shield Guard, just go through the common, Subtle Strike, Moon of the Gremlin, Renegade Pfizer, and our rare is Keys to City. Tap, discard a card. Up to 1 target creature can't be blocked this turn. Whenever Keys to the City becomes untapped, you may pay 2. If you do, draw a card. Alright. So if we buy another 25, complete the set apparently. But the question is, what do? We take advantage of the origins. Perhaps complete that. You know what, let's buy 20 packs of these, why not? Alright, here we go with the origin packs. Exclusive Artificer, nice for those new artifacts decks. Doctor Engineer and Molten Vortex. Red, discard a land, Molten Vortex deals 2 damage to target creature or player. I think Origins goes well with Kaladesh. We get Blood Curse Knight, Call of the Full Moon, and Dywin Guiltleaf Dane. Legendary creature elf warrior. Reach other elf creatures you control get +1/+1 whenever Dwaynian Guiltleaf Dane attacks, you gain 1 life for each attacking elf you control. Get Blightcaster, Anchor to the Aether, and a Soul Blade Jin. Flying, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Basically it's a prowess for all other creatures. Get Blazing Hellhound, Grihappa Aether Grid, and the Knight of the White Orchid. First right, when it enters the battlefield, if an opponent controls more lands than you may search your library for a plains card, put it into the battlefield and shuffle your library. You get a Chief of the Foundry for the new artifacts. Heroic Champion with double strike, and Herald of the Pantheon. Enchantment spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, you gain 1 life. 15 more to go. We get a Cruel Revival, Blessed Spirits, and the Despoiler of Souls. Can't block. 2 black, exile 2 other creature cards from your graveyard, return the Despoiler of Souls from your graveyard to the battlefield. Shaman of the Pack, pretty good for those elven decks. Undercity Troll and the Grey Blade Marauder. Death Touch, whenever it deals combat damage to a player, that player loses life equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard. So you fill up your graveyard and then boom. Possess Scarab, Enthralling Victor, and Hixius Prison Warden. Flash, and he exiles if you do. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to you, if Hixius Prison Warden enter the battlefield this turn, exile that creature until Hixius leaves the battlefield. We get a Sigil of Valor, an Anointer of Champions, and another Grey Blade Marauder. Here we get a Shaman of the Pack, another Blessed Spirits, and Chandra's Ignition. 5 mana, target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to each other creature and each opponent. Another Blazing Hellhound, Shadows of the Past, and another Knight of the White Orchid. Another Sigil of Valor, excuse me, Thunderclap Wyvern, and a Relic Seeker. Renown 1. When Relic Seeker becomes renowned, you may search your library for an equipment card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle your library. Why not just use an Oromancer? Ooh, nice of the Bounding Crisis, Fiery Conclusion, and Burn Wingmare. Flying non-creature spells cost 1 less to cast. 1 more to cast. Another Thunderclap Wyvern, another Undercity Troll, and another Relic Seeker. A Rogue's Passage, which is nice. Bloodcursed Knight, another Bloodcursed Knight, and the Kithian's Irregulars. Renown 1. 2 white, tap target creature. Another Shaman of the Pack, another Heroic Champion, and a Tragic Arrogance. For each player you choose from among the permanents that player controls an artifact, a creature, an enchantment, and a planeswalker, then each player sacrifices all other non-land permanents he or she controls. Pretty good removal spell. Another Call of the Full Moon, a Jessian Thief, and another Herald of the Pantheon. Last 3 packs now. Another Rogue's Passage, Zendikar Incarnate, and an Alamarant High Arbiter. Flying, when he enters the battlefield, each opponent reveals his or her hand. You choose the name of an online card revealed this way. Opponent can't cast spells with the chosen name. Pretty good lockdown. Another Heroic Champion, another Undercity Troll, and a Willbreaker. This card's pretty cool. Whenever a creature an opponent controls becomes the target of a spell or ability you control, gain control of that creature for as long as you control Willbreaker. And with our last pack for Origins, we get another Zendikar Incarnate, Whirl of Rogue, the Commons Unholy Hunger, Dragon Fodder, Might of the Masses, and another Tragic Arrogance. Alright, so we've got 1,000 coins left. What do we want to buy? Oh, we've got 86% of that, 34% of that, 15% of that, Shadows, 21% of Eldritch Moon. I really like Eldritch Moon, so I think I'm going to pull on this. I'm going to draw on this. We're going to buy 2 each of these. So you can't go back to the store, buy more, you have to open it there and then. Bold Malevolence, Sinister Banquet, Backwoods Survivalist, Haunted Dead, Nibelgas Herald, and Hanway Garrison. That's nice. Whenever it attacks, put 2 1/1 red human creature tokens onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking. Okay, Convolate, Galvanic Bombardment, Woodcutter's Grit, Vexing Scuttler, Morn Willow, and our mythic rare is Mirroring Dragon. Flying, when a player casts an instant or social spell that targets only Mirroring Dragon, that player copies that spell for each of the creature he or she controls that the spell could target. Each copy targets a different one of those creatures. So yeah, not really sure what to make of that one. Let's see, Guardian Priest, Bow Grace, Faithbearer Paladin, Lashweed Lurker, Whispers of Emrakul, and a Selfless Spirit. Sacrifice it, creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn with flying. And it's got flying. We got Bold Malevolence, Boon of Emrakul, Wolfkin Bond, Whispers of Emrakul, Advanced Stitchwing, and a Lupine Prototype. Can't attack or block unless the player has no cards in their hand. Oh, we can still buy some more. Tharabim Foulbloods, Distemper of the Blood, Primal Druid, Abandoned Reason, Unsubstantiate, and our rare is Thalia, Heretic Cathar. First strike, creatures and non-basic lands your opponent control enter the battlefield tap. Get Midnight Scavengers, one of the meld cards, Crossroads Consecrator, Prey Upon, Lashweed Lurker, Grizzled Angler, and our rare is Gyrese Sanitarium. Legendary land, add colourless to your mana pool, each player draws a card then discards a card. Yeah, we can buy one more. Why not? Ooh, we get an Ironclad Slayer, Building Pack Outcast, Bloodbuyer, Campaign of Vengeance, Graph Harvest, and our mythic rare is Ishkanar, Graph Widow. One of the good mythic rares on Eldritch Moon. Reach Delirium, when Ishkanath Graph Widow enters the battlefield, if there are 4 more card types among cards in your graveyard, put 3 1/2 green spider creature tokens with reach onto the battlefield. You can also pay 6 generic and 1 black. Target opponent loses 1 life for each spider you control. Alright, and there go all our coins. So was it worth it? Yeah? Got some decent cards. Would have liked some Sovereign Skyships. But, oh well. Wouldn't have really bought any of these. Nah. Preferred to get more cards. And we did. We got more cards. So that is going to do it for this booster pack opening in Magic Duels Black Friday deal. Hope you lot get some good cards if you decide to purchase some on this sale event. Don't remember what percentage it was exactly, but it was a pretty decent percentage. So if you like this video, hit that like button, helps out a lot. Then comment about the video if you want, and then check out the rest of the channel and subscribe if you wish. And as always, I will see you in the next episode.